Hello everyone, I'm Ankit and you're watching StudyIQ IAS English channel. I'm 100% sure you may have heard about Finance Commission, which is a constitutional body, right? But do you know how Finance Commission works? What it does? Who are the members of Finance Commission? Everything I will tell you in our today's discussion. But the reason why we are discussing Finance Commission right now is because 16th Finance Commission, headed by Chairperson Arvind Pangaria, is currently in the process of consulting all the stakeholders of Finance Commission, that is central government and respected state governments. And in its discussion, the Finance Commission has highlighted that a majority of 28 states in Indian Union, they've asked the Finance Commission to increase their tax revenue distribution that happens between central government and state governments. Now, earlier, as per the recommendations of 15th Finance Commission, the 15th Finance Commission recommended that state or central government should share 41% of its net proceed of taxes with state governments. And this time the state governments are demanding for more money. Rather than 41%, the state governments have highlighted, please allocate 50% of the total net proceeds of taxes to us. Similarly, the 16th Finance Commission is currently in Lucknow discussing it with Uttar Pradesh government, and here Uttar Pradesh government has raised key demands. That is, they have asked for changes in the devolution formula. So what is devolution formula? What will be the change? All of this we are going to discuss in our today's discussion. First, let us understand what is a Finance Commission. Now, Finance Commission, it derives its power directly from an article given in Apex Law of the Land, that is Constitution of India, and this is Article 280. So when a body is deriving its power directly from Constitution of India, that body is called as a constitutional body. Had it been deriving its power from a law passed by Indian Parliament, that would have been called a statutory body. But the power of constitutional body is much higher than the statutory body, and Finance Commission is a statutory body. And the type of Finance Commission, or the type of body it is not a permanent body. Rather, Finance Commission is set up every 5 years by President of India, and sometimes it can be set up even before the end of 5-year period, right? Therefore, what you understand, it is a constitutional body, and the type of body it is not a permanent, rather it is a temporary body set up once every 5 years by the President, or sometimes even before the completion of 5 years. So this is Finance Commission. Now let us understand who all are the members of Finance Commission. Now, the Constitution of India, it says that the Finance Commission will consist of a chairman and 4 other members who will be appointed by the President of India. And the tenure of office in which they serve under Finance Commission, this is decided as per the order which is provided by the President of India at the time when the President is appointing the chairperson and the members of Finance Commission. And what you need to understand, that unlike other constitutional body members, the members of Finance Commission, including both chairman and members, they are eligible to be a reappointment also in other government related bodies. For example, one of the members of 15th Finance Commission, Dr. Shaktikanta Das, when he was the member of Finance Commission, he was appointed as the next governor of RBI, right? So this is an example of how the members and chairperson, they can be reappointed in any government post later on also. Now, the Constitution of India does not provide what will be the qualification of the members, right? Rather, it devolves this power to the Parliament of India, saying that Parliament can pass a law to determine who will be the, or what will be the qualification of members who are appointed to the Finance Commission. So in this regard, Parliament of India, using its power provided by Constitution, enacted Finance Commission Act 1951, and this act specifies the qualification of the members of Finance Commission. This act says that the chairperson of Finance Commission will be a person who has an experience in public affairs, whereas other members of the Finance Commission will include a judge of High Court or a person who has been qualified to be appointed as the judge of High Court. Other members, it includes a person who has specialized knowledge in the field of finance and accounts of the government, and a person who has wide experience in financial matters and matters of administrative affairs, and a person who has a specialized knowledge of economics. So this is the qualification that has been laid not in the Constitution, but as per an act passed by Indian Parliament. Constitution of India only says that Finance Commission will consist of a chairperson and 4 other members who are appointed by President. Qualification are mentioned in the act passed by Parliament. Now let us understand the big aspect of our today's discussion, what Finance Commission actually does. This is the most important part. Please pay close attention to it. Now, the Finance Commission, it deals with distribution of net proceeds of taxes. What is net proceeds of taxes? I will let you know, no need to worry. Similarly, it says that this net proceeds of taxes will be shared between central government and state government, and after it has been shared with state governments, it will be allocated between different states on the respective share of such proceeds. And the basis of how this proceeds are distributed within states, the Finance Commission also provides for a devolution formula, right? So before understanding what is a devolution formula, let us first understand the concept of net proceeds of taxes. Now, what is a net proceeds of taxes? You understand, whenever the government collects a tax, it also has to expend a lot of money in the process of collecting the taxes, right? So first of all the taxes that is collected by the union government, you minus the cost that is associated with collection of those taxes, because government hires a large bureaucratic mechanism which includes taxation department in both direct and indirect taxes. They have to pay salaries, they have to pay office expenses, they have to pay pensions. So all of this is cost associated with collection of taxes. So when you minus the cost associated with collection of taxes with the total tax that the government collects, you come at a figure that is called as net proceed of taxes. And this is certified by the Comptroller and Auditor General of India, which says that X amount or Y amount will be the net proceeds of taxes. And this net proceeds of taxes, it is shared between central government to state governments, and this sharing of taxes from central government to state government, this is an example of what? This is an example of vertical devolution, because funds are being shared from center to state government. So this is what? This is an example of vertical devolution. Now you understand, not just one state receives fund from central government, other states also receive fund from central government, right? So different states are receiving fund, and when you distribute these funds from different states, this is an example of what? Horizontal distribution of tax, right? So vertical distribution or devolution of taxes from center to state, and when you distribute the taxes within or among the various states, this is called as horizontal devolution of taxes, right? So Finance Commission deals with both vertical devolution and horizontal devolution. It comes up with a figure saying that this will be the vertical division, and in 14th Finance Commission, the Finance Commission recommended that you share 42% of total net proceeds of taxes with the state governments, whereas 15th Finance Commission, they have come up with a formula of 41% of devolution. Why this 1% reduction? Because between 14th and 15th Finance Commission, one significant changes took place, that is abrogation of Article 370. And with abrogation of Article 370, Union government bifurcated the erstwhile state of Jammu and Kashmir into two separate union territories. So the expenses of union territories will be borne by central government. Therefore, 15th Finance Commission reduced the devolution of taxes by 1%. Now, as per the 16th Finance Commission, the governments are recommending or asking the Finance Commission to devolve 50% of the funds, but this has not been finalized yet. When it be finalized, I will let you know. So this is an example of vertical devolution. Now, when it comes to distribution of taxes within various states, this is an example of horizontal distribution. And for horizontal distribution or horizontal devolution, Finance Commission comes up with a formula, and these formula are based on different criterias and functions. What are these criterias? Let us understand. Now, in 14th Finance Commission, the Finance Commission recommended that we will distribute the taxes proceed among various states based on 4 different factors. Population, here population was considered for both 2011 as well as 1971. 1971 weightage was given 17.5, whereas 10% weightage was given for 2011 population. Other factors included area of the state, forest and ecology, and income distance. Whereas in 15th Finance Commission, the 15th Finance Commission recommended that you can share the proceeds of taxes based on these 6 criteria: population, area, forest, ecology, income distance, demographic performance, and tax effort. Now, the question might arise, what is income distance? To calculate income distance, what Finance Commission does, it calculates the per capita income of each and every state. So suppose if I'm living in a state A and it has X per capita income, whereas the best performing state in India might have a higher per capita income. So the funds that will be devolved to my state, that is state A, will be based on the differences in the per capita income between the best performing state and my performing state. And as you can understand, the poorer the states are, the more amount of funds will be given to them, naturally, because poorer states, they would want more funds from central government. So this 6 criteria was considered by Finance Commission to determine horizontal distribution of taxes within or between various state governments, and I've given a very simple mnemonic so that you can understand the formula for 15th Finance Commission. It is PAF, that is Pakistan Air Force, and India destroyed them quite significantly. So you will remember this mnemonic PAF IDT, which is basically these 6 criteria for horizontal devolution of funds among various states. Once again, Pakistan Air Force, India destroyed them. You will remember it because of Operation Sindoor. Understand? So this is the most important responsibility of Finance Commission. It determines net proceeds of taxes and then decides how this proceed of taxes will be shared between central and state government, that is vertical devolution, and among various state governments, that is horizontal distribution or devolution through what is called as a devolution formula. And what is the mnemonic of devolution formula? Pakistan Air Force, India destroyed them. Understood? In addition to this distribution of taxes, the Finance Commission also sets the principle that will govern the government's decision to give grant in aid to certain states by center under Article 275, and this giving of grant in aid by central government is given through Consolidated Fund of India, and this is given mostly for tribal welfare and development, right? So this is the purpose of giving grant in aid. Grant in aid is a money that is given on one direction by union government, and this is not expected to be returned by state governments who are receiving these funds under Article 375. Further, what Finance Commission also recommends, the measures that you need to take so as to augment the consolidated fund of a state, because from consolidated fund of state, the state governments, they devolve certain funds to the Panchayati Raj institutions and the urban local bodies, and these are funds which is given on the recommendation of State Finance Commission, not Union Finance Commission. So the Union Finance Commission also decides what further measures you can take to devolve more funds to the local bodies of panchayats and municipalities. And in addition to that, any matter which is referred to by President of India to Finance Commission, they are also considered by Finance Commission. For example, in 15th Finance Commission was given terms of reference by President of India, which also included money how the government should utilize for defense related expenditure in addition to these responsibilities. So this is what any matter referred to as by the President when the need arises. So these 3 recommendations, they are given in Constitution, and any other recommendation or any other matter can also be referred to by the President of India to Finance Commission, right? So this is the most important aspect of Finance Commission, its roles, responsibilities and functions. Now let us understand, once it is prepared with the report, what Finance Commission does. Finance Commission, it prepares or submits its report of recommendation to President of India, and President of India lays these report on the both houses of the parliament, that is Lok Sabha and Raj Sabha. And I told you this is a constitutional body, so it has very large power. But what you need to understand, that this power is only recommendatory in nature. Whatever recommendation Finance Commission gives to Union government, it is not binding on the Union government. Rather, it is the sole responsibility or sole prerogative of Union government whether it wants to follow or not follow the recommendation of Finance Commission. But as it is a constitutional body, so if Union government decides not to follow any recommendation of Finance Commission, it needs to explain this measure to both houses of the parliament by an explanatory memorandum, by giving a written document with reasons why it has not adhered to any recommendations given by Finance Commission. So these are the benefits of constitutional body, that although there are recommendations are only advisory in nature, not binding on the government, but still if you're not following those recommendations, you have to explain this to parliament in writing with reasons. Understand? So this is what a constitutional body is. it submits a report and you have to follow. In case you don't follow, you'll have to explain it to the parliament. Now, before concluding our today's discussion, let's see how many of you will be able to solve this PYQ that appeared in 2023. This actually asks you what for horizontal tax devolution the 15th Finance Commission used how many of these criterias other than population, area and income distance. I've told you the mnemonic. I hope every one of you remember it. So please let me know the correct answer in the comment section. And the recent question that appeared in prelims this year, I've also attached the same. This is, although this looks a quite complex question and a lengthy question, but this can be eliminated by only one statement. So please let me know the correct answer also to this question. Now, what do you think about the Finance Commission? Will it increase the devolution of taxes to the state governments or will it reduce? Please do let me know in the comments. And if you want to download the notes, they will be available on my Telegram channel. This is called as ATS Live. So you can either search the words ATS Live in the top right hand corner of your app. Also, you can scan this QR code and this will definitely take you to the Telegram channel. Subscribe it if you still haven't and download the notes that will be available. So this is all from my side. Please do watch our sessions and we'll see each other again. Please have a very good night.